Hi, my name's Lou Talintyre from the Pure Feed Company, and I'm here today with Laura Collett, one of our sponsored riders. Laura, tell me, obviously you use our Pure Feed range. How do you decide what feed is going to be best for which horse? And give us a quick run through of your feeding regime.
Well, it's sort of Mum is in charge of the feeding as to, amounts and that, and then we sort of work together to decide as to how they're feeling, whether they're a bit tired or whether they need a little bit more energy or whether they need less energy. We stick to the pure racing, pure working and the pure conditioning, and just depending on each horse, they're obviously very different and they all have different amounts. And the top horse, Rayaf, he's on a mixture of conditioning and pure racing, so he obviously needs a little, quite a lot of energy. And sort of leading up to the 3 days, he was on more of the racing to, because he needed more energy, and it was perfect. He looks amazing. All the horses look amazing, and they all, all their muscles and everything are toned up, and I think they look fantastic.
That's certainly a credit to your and your mother's way of doing things. They do look fantastic. So can you tell me how, throughout the year, how does the feed change building up toward competition?
Sort of over the winter, it's mainly sort of building them up so that they've got, a lot of muscle tone and all of that, and, enough fat really on them to start working and to build up, all the top line and everything. So over the winter, it would mainly be the pure conditioning and probably the working really, because we don't want them to have too much energy when they're first starting out, and then gradually sort of build them up as they're starting the one-day competitions. The ones that need a little bit more energy will get swapped from the working to the pure racing, and some of them will just stay on the working and the conditioning and just play with the amounts depending on how they're looking and how fit they're getting. And then obviously leading up to a 3-day, they can lose a little bit of condition because of how much gallop work they're doing and that, and so if they're running up a bit light, they'll have more conditioning, and if they need more energy, they have more racing. So it's just not just sticking to one amount or one feed particularly. It's just figuring out what they need and how they feel and how they look really.
So do you find it pretty easy to swap between the feeds according to exactly what you need and still have plenty of energy left in the tank?
Yeah, it's sort of having worked with Pure Feed Company for a good few years now, we know what works, and so it's easier now to judge when we need to swap and how much of that we do need. It's not just one scoop of this and one scoop of that. It's what works, and each horse is different, and I think that's the key thing, is to not just have a specific feeding for all the horses. They've all got to be individuals.
Laura, that's great. Thanks for your help.